Hello, I am Bentham and welcome to Rodina. It's about time we made a series on something other than Factorio, and this is what sprung to mind. You see, recently everyone's been playing No Man's Sky and going around flying ships, visiting planets, blowing up aliens, that sort of thing, and I thought, well, I could pay £40 for that, or my regional equivalent, or I could play this game that I already have, that I bought for £11 on my regional equivalent quite a while ago. I saw NerdCubed play this a million years ago now, I can't even remember when it was, where he was demonstrating just the sheer scale of the game, and I got into it, played it a lot, but I never actually made a series at the time, but it sprung back to the forefront of my mind with everyone playing space games at the moment. It's not exactly like it's not a carbon copy, it's quite a different thing, but it's the sort of game that scratches the same itch, I think, that No Man's Sky does. So, let's give it a go. We will start a new game. A couple of different modes to play. I will stick with normal. And, oh, look at that. We're on a world of some kind. That is quite cool. That blew my mind the first time I saw it, because I didn't see it coming. That the background of the opening screen is actually the where you start the game. Your serial number, SRA 0017. 10 secret agents along from James Bond. Acknowledge. Oh, it's going wrong. Something weird's happening. That looks messy. My name. Sarah. Well, we'll change that, of course. I can't even spell my own name. There we go. Bentham, acknowledge. My name is Bentham, acknowledge. So here we are on this little world. G to toggle my light. There we go. Got some sort of flashlight. And over here, we have a little green circle. Let's climb to the top of this thing here. It's just over the ridge over there. Whoop, steady. Lost my footing there. There's not much gravity here, it would seem. Yeah, that's... either we are amazing at jumping, or, yeah, this is some sort of asteroid. And we do have a jetpack, so we can fly over to our green circle over here, and there we can see a ship. Now, originally when I started playing, I assumed this was the Rodina, but as I've learned later on, that is actually something else. This ship itself does not have a name. You can name it whatever you like. Just careful. There we go, nice soft landing. We can hop inside the airlock. We'll turn the light off because there'll probably be lights in here. And then we can open it up, pressurize, and here we are. This is our little ship. It's a little bit slapdash, hodgepodge, that sort of thing. Got an operations computer here. We can access weapons, ship stuff. No buttons apart from emergency open all doors. I don't know what this does. Let's see how it goes here. We'll find out basically if there's an atmosphere outside the ship. Nope, that's... okay. Let's just close those again. Everything's fine, no problem. Let's move on. Further in. Nice corridors here. What's this thing? It is a blaster. There we go. We may need this. Let's continue on. Oh, also a fire extinguisher. We can grab that too. I think we can... yeah, there we go. We can use R to switch between those. Skip the fire extinguisher. That sounds fun. And then here is the bridge. More computers, scanners, various things. Oh, and we have over here a pilot wave radio. We have a message. Urgent message. Critical. Sender Rodina. Priority channel communication received. Citizen, the mission is in danger. Our brave vanguard has been attacked by ships of unknown origin. Your fellow colonists have been scattered and destroyed. It is by providence alone that you have survived. The great ship Rodina will enter the system in but a few scant years. If this enemy host is not defeated, the millions of souls aboard Rodina, and our dreams for a bright future, will surely fall. You are our only hope for salvation. Repel the enemy hordes and secure a mighty foothold in the Zorica system. Your brother and sister colonists are depending on you. Your ship is yet ill-equipped for your glorious mission. You must now fit it with a more powerful drive, one capable of traversing the blackness of space. Go and acquire one. So there is our mission. We have some encrypted communications we cannot access. Is there a new message? No, it's the same one from before. Right, there we go. It's a bit of a weird system. Like, when you have a message, a weird stream of particles flies from one end to another. Let's not question it. Future technology or whatever. Yes, here is our pilot station. We've got some nice viewing windows here. Nice surrounding view. That's very cool. Alright, let's hop on to the console. Space to move the ship up. Up we go. And W to move the ship forward, and we can begin flying. R to engage the clutch, or the R mouse button I should say, and coast. There we go, clutch engaged. Now attempt shifting while holding the right mouse button, tap W or S. And now we have shifted up to second gear. We are now in combat speed. And there are a few different gears you can have, basically so that you can travel around this, these worlds, because there's quite a lot of scale to this game. It's quite insane. Some big empty planes here. Oh, we have a target over here. Looks like it's on the other side of our asteroid here. Looks like some sort of big asteroid, or perhaps a small moon, or something to that effect. And in a second we should see what we're aiming for. Here it is, amongst a bunch of hills. Whoops, steady. Let's not. You've got to be careful with the higher speeds when you're very close to the surface. There we go. Switch down to docking speed, the lowest one. Try and position ourselves nicely on something here. Oh, we bounced. There's not much gravity here. Steady. Is there a nice flat bit we can land on, maybe? There's a bit of a dip here. We'll at least stay in it if we drop down here. Steady, steady, steady. We're all right. We're all right. That'll rolling slightly. Mostly okay. Okay, tab to exit. And we will hop out of the ship and go explore what we have found. What have we got in here? Random storage rooms. This place is just a mess of random corridors and bits of everything. Is this even... It's just an empty bit. What does this do? Do you park a car in here? I don't know. Anyway, we'll come out the airlock. And there's our target. We'll just make our way up here with our fire extinguisher. I think... Can we use this for propulsion? Let me see. Yes, we can! Yes, we can Wally! I like this game. Right, we got a crate here. What's in the crate? Missile ammo. We can grab that. When piloting the ship, tap R to switch to the secondary weapons. You can choose the secondary weapon at the operations computer. Alright, continuing on. Here we go, bunch of random junk and things. Let's grab all the crates and such. More missile ammo. Like this one. That's just an empty crate. Any more? We can jump up with our jetpack, have a good look around. Oh, there's a bit. Carefully drop down. I don't know if you can get injured by falling. I forget. Probably. And then we have... let's go up to this one first, I think. This is the one that we're being told to go to. Cruise engine upgrade. You can now travel... Now you can travel to other asteroids. Look up and find the radar signals of heavenly bodies. Go exploring. And now suddenly the sky is filled with dots. And these are all asteroids that we can visit. We'll see those soon enough, but let's go have a look at this this thing here, the data stick. Arise! Arise, sons and daughters! This humble sphere which you have called your home is not but the first step in your journey. For too many years you have slept in the womb of creation, content to merely gaze at the heavens. We threw rocks and twists of metal into the sky, touching the darkness above only with hesitant fingertips. Arise! No longer is that sky beyond our grasp. Raise your arms, for that modern Prometheus, that most science-blessed, that world-striding creator, has given us the chariot and the steed in one. Look up and see that Malcolm Macready has limbed us to glorious possibility. Oh, my sons and daughters, step forth and seize that possibility. For generations we have gazed through dark glass at worlds beyond our own, and yet those worlds remained the above, the unreachable beyond. No longer. Would you waste away on Earth in these barrows, these sloven huts, awash in stagnation and rot? Will you stand with clay feet in the dust of generations, treading the same ground a billion before you have trod? Or will you tread upon the stars themselves? My voice couldn't take that, it got too epic. The Zorica Trail Joint Stock Company invites you to a general meeting of shareholders and interested parties for the purposes of raising funds for provisioning and carriage for interstellar travel and colonization. Interested parties of all means are most welcome. Those with skills in navigation, mechanical or software maintenance, and life support systems are much desired. Fertility and willingness to procreate are not required but are strongly preferred due to the expected duration of the journey. Produced using e-pamphlet software for all your proselytizing needs. I think I got that right. I'm not sure. I've never said that word before. Proselytizing? I think so. and we'll add that to our archives. So, there's a lot of lore in this game. If you like lore, this is the one for you. Basically, you, like, as well as completing the various objectives and progressing through the game, you're constantly coming across lots of little snippets of history from the world that you're in. And as you can probably tell, that was some sort of advertisement kind of thing. Fancy announcement for an interstellar journey. And now we find ourselves stranded on an asteroid in the middle of nowhere. I wonder if they're somehow linked. Let's get back inside the ship. We now have a new drive that we can use. So we'll get back to the cockpit and continue on. We'll have a bit of explore the ship as well, I think. Random corridors here. Ooh, this is nice. Well, there's a nice bed. Got some plants and some little bit of an office space through here. We got a bathroom. 2 sinks. What do you need 2 sinks for? Well, I guess it's a double bed, so that makes a bit of sense. Lots of nice foliage and such. No windows, though. That's a shame. Nice bit of carpeting, I think, here as well. What do we got through here? Another bedroom, a bit of a smaller one. That's probably like the captain's quarters there, and then this is the quarters for someone else. So it does seem this ship was built for a crew of many. But now there's only me, and I find myself, like, randomly, like, I guess, waking up on an asteroid nearby to it. It's very strange. Was I thrown clear in a crash? Seems something like that. Got more operations computers here. But the front of the ship, we've got weirdly green bit of space. Weird corridors here that don't seem to do anything. Can't park a car in these. Here's our liminal drive for travelling at insane speeds. Though we don't yet have that unlocked. I have played this, I have completed it, though more stuff has been added since the last time I did that. It's probably over a year ago now that I actually played the game fully. I've had a bit of a mess around now and then in more recent times. Another bathroom here with some sort of tank. So I guess that's the boiler? Would you have a boiler? No, you wouldn't have a boiler on a ship. What am I thinking? I mean, you can't exactly pipe in water. Who knows what that is? It's weird that it's in the bathroom. But anyway, and our radio has a new message. Urgent message, critical Rodina. You see now, hero, the sad remains of our glorious vanguard, strewn like so many pearls across the system, each a fragment of life once owned by a steadfast traveller of Rodina. I weep for their fate, as all on Rodina do, for they were our brothers and sisters. You see now the burden that rests on your capable shoulders, and the reasons for the urgency of my messages. I see that your reach now extends this humble location. Go forth, young hero, and find greater means of outfit for your craft. But take care, for the enemy is everywhere, and if you die, the hopes of our great people die with you. There we go, that is my mission. I must prepare this system for the arrival of the Rodina. It seems that there were 2 ships, the Vanguard and the Rodina. The Vanguard was, of course, the Vanguard, and thus arrived first, but appears to have been blown up and strewn across the system, leaving apparently only us alive, and the Rodina in grave danger, for if it should arrive and the place is still full of aliens, the aliens will do to the Rodina as they did to the Vanguard. Now let us continue on. Up on board the cockpit, on board the cockpit, into the pilot station. I don't know what to call it. Ooh, look at that, there's a planet in front of the sun there. I thought it was a bit of dirt on my screen for a second, but it is moving, so I guess that's alright. Alright, we'll go up to combat speed, get ourselves a little bit clear of the asteroid. And now we have a whole range of other ones we can visit. We'll engage cruising speed and just blast away. There we go, we're leaving it behind. We can get a good look at what's around us. Every single circle is an individual asteroid. And my guess, based on the sort of shape of it, is that we can only see sort of a quarter of the field, starting from here, going all the way around here, and to here before it gets too far away for us to see. And then the ones that we can see around here are actually on this side of the field, and there's some behind us as well. So basically in the middle of the sort of ring. And now we can just pick one and go. How about that one there? We'll just start blasting towards it. If we go oh, actually, it looks like this one is a lot closer. Let's just try and get to something nearby first. And I'll start getting some more supplies. Whoop, steady. Hold the course. It's a bit difficult too, because whoa, there it is. Whoa, we're going fast, and it looks like we have an enemy in the area. Well, let's fly in and see what happens. Looks like just one ship on its own. Strange green trail. Hello there. We'll drop to combat speed. You can only fire your weapon when at combat speed or possibly docking speed. I'm not sure. But we've got some crazy blasters. Look at this thing. Whoa. That was a little bit close. This guy's crazy. Just follow him. And there we go. We took him down. That was surprisingly easy. Though, of course, later on you will encounter them in much greater numbers. A nice little bit of starting combat to get you used to things. And here is something we can go down and pick up. Steady, steady. Whoa, whoa. The problem is the forward thrust is much more powerful than any other direction on this ship. So if you press forward, you suddenly blast... Whoops. Oh, I changed up. I want to change down. Steady, steady. No rush. Got plenty of time to land. There's no more aliens around. Whoops. Crashing a little bit. That's fine. This ship's made of fairly strong stuff. As it settles, we'll hop out and go see what we have here. So now we're basically searching the asteroids for the means to travel quicker and be able to escape the asteroid belt. Oh, let's turn the light on. Probably doesn't work till we're out of the airlock. We've got two more things here, and we've also got some crates to grab from. Whoop. Okay, the gravity's very low. Let's see what happens when we jump here. Yeah, there's just no gravity here. Yeah, very easy to just go flying out. Don't run, because you'll end up going into orbit by accident. That sort of thing. So yeah, this game has been in development for a while. There's one guy working on it. I believe there's someone else who's helping him with like the story elements and stuff. But it's basically the work of one man in terms of code at least. And he spent many years basically getting the framework down, getting things operational, fixing bugs, and it seems like he's now sort of gearing up to start introducing a bunch of features. That's started to happen now. I've seen various changes happen since I started playing. And it's nice to see that it's not one of those things that's just never going to happen. It seems like he is getting the work done. And so it's one I have been just sort of keeping a bit of an eye on in the meantime. And I occasionally hop in when something new comes along. Let's have a look at this one. Communication decryption key. This key will allow you to read more of the encrypted communications on the FTL radio. And over here we have a data stick. And at this point it just starts being random ones. I think the one that we saw before was one that you always see first. But from now on, whenever we go to any of the objective point, I don't know what to call them, any of the debris fields, I guess, you will find a random data stick. There are different ones pertaining to different areas of the solar system, and you basically try and collect them all so you can unlock all of the story. So this is just a random one that we've come across. Memo to all parents, teachers and caretakers. As you know, this vessel has suffered a number of hull breach incidents over the past few months. I attended a meeting of the command staff today and it became clear to me that they have no real plan for dealing with it. They just expect breaches to keep happening. I suppose it's water under the walkway at this point. This is yet another problem that could have been avoided had we taken more care when selecting our vessel. Regardless, it is what it is, and we are where we are. During last week's incident, it was clear that many on the ship are still unfamiliar with hull breach protocol. This is especially an issue with the younger children, who are large enough to require their own suits, but unable to grasp the procedures. We had 4 cases of hypoxia last time. One child may have permanent brain damage. We're still waiting on the results. As provisional headmaster, it falls on me to address this issue. It is critical that we instill hull breach discipline in these children now. Our collective survival requires that we maintain a certain population, and that we continue to teach the critical shipboard procedures to each subsequent generation until we make landfall. I hate to be that guy, but I must remind you all that I was trying to work out where the emphasis was. While we were all volunteers for this journey, the children born en route did not volunteer. It is our duty to ensure that future generations make it to the end of the journey alive, undamaged, and with enough knowledge to flourish. To that end, the curriculum staff and I have devised a means of teaching the children proper hull breach procedures via the use of a song. I request that all parents, teachers and caretakers begin teaching the following song to them. Sing it to them on a regular basis. I realize this may seem silly, but if it prevents a child from dying in the next hull breach, I consider it time well spent. It is to the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, by the way. Look it up in the archives if you don't know it. Oh, jeez. I've got to sing this, haven't I? All right. Something poked into... Oh, God, this is terrible. Into the wall. Wind goes rushing through the hall. Don't be lazy, don't be slow. Off to find my suit I go. Oh no, what have I done? First my legs and then my arms. Twist the knob to keep me warm. Elbows, kneecaps, neck and head. Close each seal or I'll be dead. Also, this isn't quite to the tune because there's like, isn't there six lines to it? I think there's supposed to be 6. It seems wrong. Oh, you're supposed to repeat the end bit or the beginning bit. I'm not doing that. Twist my helmet till it's tight. Press the green and yellow lights. Don't breathe deep and don't breathe fast. And the air inside will last. Scary noises, loud alarms. In my suit I'm safe from harm. As we sail across the sea, my suit will take care of me. Oh, right. This is quite grim, as well as hilarious and embarrassing. I appreciate your cooperation, Xaba Green, Provisional Headmaster. Alright, that's... wow. If I was taught that as a child... well, actually, thinking about it, if you go back to a lot of nursery rhymes you learned as a child, a lot of them were quite grim. Like Rockabye Baby, that was about a child falling from a tree. Having been abandoned in a tree. Like, so maybe this is just normal to them. But yeah, it might work, who knows. So yeah, you get a certain vibe from these data sticks, that things don't really go to plan in the Rodina. Things fall apart a little bit. It's the sort of thing where you would love to watch a movie or like actually probably more read a novel about this ship just to see how things happen. Because like as you go on, you discover more and more strange things about how they like keep a handle on things. Because things are always going to go wrong when you have a generation ship, when like the people who arrive at the destination are the great-great-grandchildren of the people who set off on it. And you never know what's quite going to happen like on the way and when they arrive and stuff like that. So yeah, I love the story of this. And I'm looking forward to improvements to the gameplay. At the moment, there are areas where it's a little bit lacking. Sometimes you feel like there's not that much to do. But generally you can have some fun messing around with the stuff, and I have spent many hours just faffing about and enjoying all the systems. There's a lot of stuff I haven't showed you yet, and we will get to it as we go into future episodes. But that is all for today. Next episode we'll continue on. We'll see if we can get a means to leave the asteroid belt and start going further into the system and continue from there. We also have an encrypted message to read that we got the key for when we arrived here, so we'll start with that next episode. And I'll perhaps show you some of the fun things that you can actually do with the inside of your ship. So with that, I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.